Hi, this is Pamela from Hello Health, and behind me I've got a couple of my favorite pictures I've taken because I love to travel and I love to hike. But the reason I'm here today is to share with you why I wrote the book Hello Health. It really came out of a personal struggle I had with one of my kids. I thankfully now have two healthy teenage boys, but at one point one of them regressed so much that they thought he was now autistic. He was having trouble motor, vocal, and mood. He was diagnosed with Tourette's, OCD, depression, anxiety. He babbled like baby talking, crawled at one point. I mean, this is all at the age of 6. It was just horrific. And thankfully, I found a doctor, a neurologist, MD, who explained that we needed to pull blood and find out what was going on inside. And thankfully, we did. I wish I had found this doctor sooner, but it was after a long struggle of finding a number of different doctors. But anyway, this doctor had us find out that he was low in D3, B12, genetic marker MTHFR, which about half the population has. He had an active viral infection called CMV, which is pretty common among school-age kids. And then he had high strep titers, even though he was negative for strep throat. So that was interesting that you could have an active strep infection without it presenting in the throat. The doctor explained all of these things together, made the infection, his immune system just wasn't working properly in the simplest of terms. And so the infection crossed the blood-brain barrier and started causing motor, vocal, and mood problems. So with that in mind, the doctor says, hey, I'm going to teach you how to make supplements. You're going to remove gluten and sugar from his diet for about a year. And we're going to reduce the inflammation that's going on in his body, because that's really what causes disease to really get out of control. And she said, look, at the end of the day, this is not autism. It's an autoimmune disorder. And autoimmune presents in different organs in different ways for different people. But in this case, it presented in his brain. So with that in mind, sought out, made the supplements, treated the infection, and sure enough, about a year later, he popped back and he hasn't left us since. So being that I feel eternally grateful, I feel this overwhelming desire to give back, share my message, and hope that it inspires and encourages others to really dig into why you're experiencing certain symptoms. Hence the name Hello Health and the tagline Encouraging Wellness. It's my hope and joy to help others on this path. So what are you going to learn when you read the Hello Health ebook? Well, you're going to learn about things that trigger a person's genetic predisposition to autoimmune disease. It's not, we don't just get an autoimmune disease. It's my understanding, and speaking with a number of different doctors, we all have different predispositions to different things. And there's certain triggers that can kick off the presentation of a disorder or a disease. And so we talk about that. We also explore and learn the difference between conventional medicine and functional medicine. Also, you know, there's a very fine line between functional and integrative. And so what I'll say is I really, really appreciate functional and integrative medicine because it uses all facets of medicine, not just the conventional, but also alternative, taking a look at nutrition, taking a look at how plants and different things can help your body heal from the inside out. So really getting to the root of the problem and using a variety of different ways to get there. Some people call it modalities. The third reason you want to read the Hello Health ebook is explain a new understanding between the connection of our bellies, our brains, and our behaviors. So this is kind of a wild one. There's literally a nerve called the vagus nerve that goes from our gut up to our brain, and most of our neurotransmitters that actually manage our sleep, our mood, how we feel, are actually managed in our gut. You would think they'd be managed in the brain because it's affecting the brain, but it's actually managed in the gut. And by keeping a healthy gut, it allows you to have a much healthier and better brain, as well as sleep and all the other wonderful things that go into that. And last, we want to help you understand the latest approaches to navigating and winning better health for your family. So there's so many different ways to look at health and wellness. And it's my goal and my hope that it allows you to take a look and think about the fact that there might be more than one way to get to the root of what's going on in health and wellness, and really empower you and your family to live the best life that you can. Thank you so much. And again, this is Pamela and from Hello Health, and the ebook is Hello Health. We've got a second ebook coming out, and the website is www.gethellohealth.com or www.hello.health. Thank you so much and take care.